Hey there guys, Ultragamer64 here, and today I've got another episode of Ultragamer Talks About. This is the series where you guys can request anything you want me to talk about, and I will give my personal experience, my thoughts, what I think you guys should do on the subject, pretty much anything to help you guys out. Now, this week I've not gotten any requests, so I'm going to be talking about getting your first job, maintaining that job, moving on to other jobs after that job, just pretty much everything to do with work and having a job in general. So, I'm going to start off with some of my personal experience here. I got my first job about a year ago when I was 15. My birthday is actually a week. No, not a week. It's the 15th of December. But I got my job about a year ago as soon as I turned 15. So, I've held my job for a year now, of course. So, basically, the way that I obtained my job, the diner that I work at now, I went there every Saturday with my father to eat. So, eventually, when I turned 15, I was looking for a job because I needed money at that moment to grow my video game collection, get stuff to make YouTube videos for you guys, all that kind of stuff. So, I asked one of the waitresses, which was a friend of mine and a friend of my dad's, if I could try to get a job there. So she gave me an application and she told me to fill it out and bring it back. And about a month to a month and a half later, they got back with me and they told me that I was hired as a dishwasher. This was a really cool thing. But I got a little nervous while waiting that month and a half. Not every job will get back to you right away. I figured that when you put in an application, a job will get back to you right away. They don't. Well, some might, but mine didn't. It took about a month to a month and a half for them to make a decision and for them to actually hire me. So, you're going to have to wait a tiny bit to actually be informed if you got your job or not. Now, when you do actually get the job, more than likely you will need to be trained. Now, I was trained by a guy that had been working there for about 3 to 4 years, I would say. And he was super helpful, super nice, and he's a friend of mine now. Well, as good a friend as you can be with a coworker. But yeah, he's a really cool guy. He's a good friend, and he helped me train through my first few days, and he just, after about a week of training me, he just kind of let me go, and just kind of left, and he started cooking later on. But his training wasn't exactly enough at first, because my third day, because he left after the second day, but he would train me like whenever he was in there. But the third day, we got really busy, and I fell severely behind, and I did not get out of the diner until 10:30, and we close at 9. So, that's one thing that you really want to make sure of. Make sure you always keep the person that's training you around until you know that you can do that job and do it right, and get out of that place at a good time and not be there all night like I was. That was not a very good night. So make sure that you can do your job well, and make sure that it's a job that you can do well. Like me, I would have no idea what I was doing in construction. Not like I could get a job in construction right now. But if I could, and I did, I would have no idea what I'm doing. Dishwashing is easy. You just rub a sponge against a plate and eventually it gets clean. That's an easy job to do. But it's not as easy as you guys think, as I will talk about later. But, yeah, make sure you get a job that you are capable of doing and that you will somewhat enjoy. I know dishwashing isn't the most enjoyable thing ever. I'm just going to be using dishwashing as an example for everything. Dishwashing isn't the most exciting thing ever. As I said, rubbing a sponge against a plate until it's clean. But make sure the job is at least slightly enjoyable. Now, when you get with coworkers, there's different types of coworkers. There are your best friend coworkers. There's those creepy coworkers that just kind of stare at you from across the room. There's the weird coworkers that try to talk to you and get you to hang out with them even though you don't want to. There's the coworkers that will act nice but talk behind your back. There's the coworkers that will act mean but talk nice about you behind your back. There's a bunch of different kinds of coworkers. It just depends. But just try to avoid the bad ones, of course. Try to make friends with the good ones, or just stay on their good side. And you'll be pretty much fine with your coworkers. Now, your boss can vary. My boss is okay. She's not bad, she's not good. Oh, I really hope she doesn't watch this. But, yeah, my boss is alright. She started off kind of mean, and she didn't seem like she liked me, really. She did not talk to me, she didn't really acknowledge me. Whenever she was in the diner itself, she would just kind of walk past me. So I don't really know what the deal with that was, but lately she has been starting to talk to me a little bit. She's said hi before, stuff like that, so I guess she's starting to like me. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she's happy that I'm quitting soon, I have no idea. But, yeah, your boss can vary from brutally mean to super, super nice. So, you want to make sure that you try to get a good boss. Trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, when you get your first paycheck, and any paycheck after that, it's awesome. Just knowing that you made $100 and some bucks during the week, that's awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I got my first paycheck, it was for $35. I was ecstatic, because I'd never made that much money at one time. So, it's awesome when you get your paycheck. Trying to think of anything else that I can teach you guys about and get you ready for work. There's not really much else that I have to talk about. So I'm going to leave this video off here. If I helped you guys at all, please be sure to leave a like, a comment, maybe even subscribe. You can also follow me at the links below on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.